Okay, I got my order of events mixed up a bit here this morning. I've been up here for about an hour, but I'm fooling around cutting the paper, and I realized I forgot to actually turn the heat on the size. The glue here has been soaking overnight. We're going to make 2 liters today. So last night, I assume I'm online. Are we people up and running? I don't know. I put 1 liter of water in here last night, along with enough glue for the 2 liters. I put in 120 grams of glue because we're working at 60 grams per liter. But there was only one liter of water in there, just to soak it overnight. No heat, just sitting there soaking. Now just now you saw me put in the other 1 liter of water. I put in 500 cc's in here and 500 there. So we now have our full 2 liters of water. And we've got the 120 grams of glue, which is now softening. I've put the heat up and it's now melting. And I've got the appropriate amount of alum in here, and as soon as this boils, this is going to go in here. And I should have done this an hour ago, got it all set and let it sit, so that when the stream came on I could just sit it in there and get going, but I forgot. So what we'll have to do is, on one side, put this all together here. It'll take me 2 or 3 minutes to put this together. It'll have to sit for a bit to gel. I've got some other stuff I can show you while that's going on. It's already melted. It's gone now. That's the advantage to putting it in overnight. It just softens up and gets just totally ready to dissolve. If I just put it in right now, it just wouldn't go. It doesn't want to melt. Okay, nearly boiling. We never boil the glue itself, but I can boil the water to dissolve the alum. Turn that off. In it goes, and stir until dissolved. All dissolved, it can now come in together. There's our size ready to go. But as I said, I want to let it sit for a bit. Okay. I've missed whatever you've been talking about, of course. No, John, I didn't boil it enough to lose anything, you know. Okay, paper's ready. What we're going to be doing today, like I said, what I should have done really is cook that stuff up first, and then when the stream started, cut the paper, and I could have chatted with you, but I just forgot about it. So the paper is all cut, ready to go. We have today, it's all cut from the big Takanaga sheets, the ones that are about as big as this bench here. We've got 2 kinds of paper. Two sizes, 2 dimensions. We'll be starting with this one. This is for some ukiyo-e heroes prints. Kanai-san, our young lady printer who's living at home with her child, is going to print this. 4 will go on each sheet, and it's the print from the one that Jed calls A Young Man Shakes Heaven. It's the Shadow of the Colossus game. I've got 40 sheets here, no, 20 sheets here, 4 each. She'll be making 80 copies of the print. The other one, it's cut from the same size. So let me stir that up. Hang on a sec. The other one is cut from the same size paper, and there'll be 2 prints on each of these, and this one is going to be fun. I don't remember what we talked about. It's Doi Hanga blocks. Those of you who know our history here, we've been playing with wood blocks from the Doi Hanga company. And we've made so far 2 of the prints that are called Mitsugiri-ban, 3, third size. This is a Hasui print. This is one from Hamano Printer. This will be from the 1970s, I guess, perhaps early 80s. I'm not quite sure. This is leftover, the Doi Hanga company. We've got the blocks. We brought them over a couple of months ago, and our young printer Yamamoto-san has been test printing them. And lo and behold, the blocks are usable, and this is the print we're going to be able to get out of it. We sent him a bunch of paper to do tests, and I can see by looking at them at the beginning of the tests, there's registration all over the place. He really had to play with these blocks. I don't know the exact story. He would have put them in water to expand or put hot towels on one side to warp them. I have no idea. But by the time he got to the end of his short print run, his short test run, he got a very, very presentable print out of it. The sky is beautiful and deep, good snow cover. Everything's lined up. I really like what he did with the water. He didn't have the sample. The sample I've got here, Yamamoto-kun didn't have this. We discovered this after we sent him the blocks. And you can see a few differences. And we're going to chat with Yamamoto-san when we make our own version too. We're going to have to bring up the key block a bit because there's some good rich black here inside the house. He didn't quite get it deep enough in the block. So I think we'll get him to bring up his block. I like what he's done. He's done a much better job of printing than the older guy did here. This is all full of goma. Yamamoto-san's version is clean and smooth. So he's going to be able to do it for us as long as we get a bit more depth in the black. And that's what this paper is for today. It's, I forget the title, it's a Hasui print published by the Doi company. I don't know what the title is. Funabori, Snow at Funabori is the title by Hasui. Yeah, bokashi, it's a big brush, absolutely big brush. We always want, as much as possible, we want all the gradation to be inside the brush. We don't want to have to rub the brush up and down and up and down and up and down. I gotta stir that dosa. Okay, let's get it in here. Did I make a noise? I don't know. It's all sync stuff. It's all noisy. This echoes and the mic picks up everything. So that's 2 fresh liters, and we've got 1 liter left from, when did I do this? 3 days ago. So blend it up. We're working at the same mix here for a while, so it doesn't matter. Don't splash, don't splash. All right. Nice, rich blue. Looks good to me. Let's get our brush softened up. What did I do with my brush? I just phoned Iwano-san, the paper maker, yesterday, Tuesday, on my day off. We ordered a bunch more paper. I ordered another 500 plus 500 plus 300, another 1,300 sheets. Spent about 13, whatever this is, stuff's about $28, nearly $30 a sheet. I ordered 1,300 sheets yesterday. Watching the beginning videos, thank you. So we had fun making those. I don't know. I never know what to think about it myself, just telling the stories about what happened. So. Okay, it's actually while I'm waiting now for this brush to soften, breakfast time. I haven't had breakfast yet. Today's stream brought to you by, actually it's new I think. This is something new in Lawson. I know the Lawson, the convenience store here, they've got a new policy where they have what they call, can you see it? It's in English. It's called Natural Lawson. I think they're trying to get away from they've thought that everything is plastic. And it's Buran no Donuts, 93 yen. Excuse me. Actually, this is against the rules. The printers have no food at their printing tables. You eat food, your hands get a bit greasy, you touch your paper, game over. Do you recall the evolution of the numbers of prints per year? Burisman Mokohanka. Kind of curious. Whatever the data is in our database, how many prints we make, everything gets logged, of course. I don't have a single printout, how many. The numbers of prints we make track the numbers of prints we sell, of course. And at the moment, the last 2 years, Our sales have increased 150% per year. This is the third year running now that that's happened. We're on track for the same thing this year. So we're growing at least 50% per year. Depends on how you count it. Eh? Last year's sales, this year's 150. So that's a 50% increase. This is our third year in a row we've done that. But how many? I don't know. It's in the database, but I don't have a single click to pull it up. How many prints did we make? And okay, I'm maybe about all ready to go here. Yeah, nice and soft. Looks good. Double check. I remembered to put the alum in. The glue mix is 60 plus 60, 120 for 2 liters. Don't laugh, you know, I've screwed this up before. I'd get to this point and realize I forgot to put the alum inside. So it's cancel, go right back, throw this out, start again. Get my light on, windows open, paper down. Let's get started. Number one, okay, a little bit heavy on the touchdown. Review twice and size once, yes. Twice is not enough, 3 times, whatever. I've been reviewing all morning. When I put this stuff in there, I double checked. I even wrote it down. I mean, you're gonna laugh at this, whatever, but it's supposed to be like 60 grams per liter. I've got 2 liters of water. So I wrote down on a piece of paper, 60 times 2 with a pencil equals 120. That's the stage I'm at now. Because mistakes cost so much, you know, the paper's so expensive. Cameron saw that the other day. He saw my little message, my memo. My tell it's here. Got all my memo with all the little writings and checks and calculations and numbers. And he sees that one, and it's like it's 62/120. And he like looks at me. You need to write that down and well, yes and no. I don't need to write that down, but I do need to write that down. It's the same thing. Measure X times, cut once. Just check and double check and triple check. The cost of failure is just too high, too expensive. Looking good, looking good. John, behave yourself. Yeah, he's going to do some snooping, for sure. Which way are you going to try? From the Asakusa Grandview Hotel or from the Skytree again? Tell you what, if you get a good show, we'll pay your fee to get up on the Skytree. You've been up there before, so it's my turn. This time they'll watch out for the glass. Now, what did you find? You found a defect in their glass last time, so. Also, we should do it early in the morning. The sky's clear, you know. When we look at the Skytree from here, looking the other way, in the morning it's really crystal clear and sharp. But as the day wears on into the afternoon, it gets more not cloudy, but it gets more hazy. So absolutely early in the morning. And let's get on the phone and I can get up there on the roof. I can hold up a sign or something. Hi, Mom, or whatever. I don't know what time they open. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I don't know. Sign here. Yes, Jacques, your package is gone. I sent it off late yesterday afternoon. Cameron has the tracking number. When he gets here, he'll be sending it to you. I don't know what it is, of course. There's also, just so you know, if his problem or not, I put the invoice in as you requested with the value you requested, but just so you know, if they do question you about it, there's something extra in the package. There's a book. There's the thing you expected to receive is in there, plus there's an extra book inside, just so you know, and you're not lying to customs. Oh no, there's nothing else in there, blah, blah, blah. How's that for a mysterious conversation for everybody else here? Sorry about that. He did ask me, so. Also, you're up late tonight, sir. Scented prints. Women use scented letter paper, or they used to back in the old days. Nowadays, I don't know. I hear footsteps. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Before you get settled, a couple of things. Did you saw it today? Come in.
Okay.
Sorry. It today. Say hello, whatever first, and then. Oh, actually, I forgot to mention this today. Soka. Cameron's here. I know.
Just a second.
Just now. What is it? No, I forgot to show these people. I know yesterday we put the new shutter graphic up, and I didn't even mention it. I forgot that. I posted about it last night. The shutter graphic is up. Let me see if I can find a picture. Hang on. I totally forgot about it. Oh, look at this. Every time I open that page,
It starts playing.
It starts playing. So now I don't want that to be streaming as well. Hey, Tony, what did I do with it? Now I got to find where did I put it? It's here. No, it's. That one will do, I guess, right? 3348.jpg. Hi, you remember that? 3348.jpg. 3348.jpg. I don't know what this is. Let's repurpose it. $33.48. I'm halfway through. I remember the last two digits, but not the first two digits. Now let's pop it up. Oh, here we go. Here we are. Photograph I
You
shot.
already made a blog post about it too. Excellent.
Yeah, I did Facebook. I did Facebook and the blog post.
Okay,
Yeah, so
excellent.
they're catching it. Good.
I just saw someone.
Couple of things. When we were doing this and getting, a version 1 and version 2 and version 3, one of them came through that was really dark at the top, and we talked about lightning at the top.
Yeah.
That's not this version, is it? This is the lightened version?
Yeah, this is the lightened
I thought
version. It
maybe
was
that-
even darker.
Okay,
at
but
one
as I was
point.
looking at it, I sent it across to you. I thought maybe did Cameron send the wrong
No.
freaking file or something? Whatever it says.
No,
Okay.
it was really,
Right.
really dark at
Okay,
first.
also, I wanted you to go, before you set up your work and stuff this
Yeah.
morning, go downstairs. It's not open, it's still shut, right?
Yep.
I mean, it's still.
I just took a couple of pictures
Okay,
of it.
good. Stand and have a look at it. Look up at this corner.
Okay.
And it looks disastrous. There's white streaks and tears all over the place on it. And I thought, wait a minute, not even one day, and already the thing is ripped. No, it's not. It's white dust. If you reach up and wipe, it comes off. What they didn't do, and I meant to ask them about this, they didn't wash the inside of the shutter. And on the
they did the
inside, at the
outside.
right-hand side, about halfway down, there's a bunch of, it's the white powder you see when it's like rusted concrete and
Yeah.
stuff, So we've got to, today or sometime, whatever,
Yeah.
close it up, get a bucket, scrub bucket. We have to wait till the shop's closed because we got to get
Yeah.
a scrub bucket, soap it up, clean it, and then leave it so that when we close it, it'll be dry. We can't, I don't want to close it when it's wet.
Right, because
But that's so, anyway, so all those streaks are there, and that's from the inside. It's transfer from the inside. So,
Got it.
anyway, sorry guys, sorry to chat with Cameron here while you're not there, but whatever, let's put this away. So, sorry about that, excuse me.
That's cool.
Oh, you did it on Instagram too, did you?
I
Somebody-
just made a short
Oh, okay, good,
story
good.
thing, and now
Good. The door roller is new. No, it's the same old shutter, just simply we pasted something on top of it.
Yep.
I better keep going. I gotta
Yeah,
glue
don't want to let them all dry out. So. It's like, there's a stream. I'm never too much help on these.
Yeah, I'm
Unless
hearing-
you want to move the camera over, let me know.
Well, we'll do the thing. I'm not sure. I've got 2 batches to do here. So I'll do the front batch on this, put it aside, do the front on the next one, put that aside, flip to the back on this,
Okay.
the back, and by then it should be hanging. But the hanging might happen after the stream. So, oh, whatever. I'll let you know if I need
Okay.
help.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, the pigeon poop. I know. Actually, I got not a hassle, whatever. I was standing outside last night chatting with the guy from the oyster shack next door, and he's standing with me looking at it. And he reaches up to wipe off the pigeon poop, and I'm laughing. And I have mixed feelings about this now. I think maybe we should have taken that out of the image, but whatever. What's done is done, and it's okay. But when you stand close and look at it, it looks so real. The poop that's on the lantern, people try and wipe it off. So now the brush is getting hard. I should be careful with my work here. There's another sheet of paper with a hair buried in it. I can't get close enough to show you, I'm sorry. There's a human hair inside the paper. It's just become visible because I've moistened this thing. I think you took the pigeon out, right? There was a pigeon in the image, I think Cameron said something. But the pigeon's been erased, I believe. I'm not sure. I haven't inspected the inner workings of the file. Well, the pigeon is gone. Okay. So good. Two heads. Yeah. That's what you get when you multiply layers. For those of you who don't know, Koringami in the stream here is the person who helped us put the graphic together. We took a few pictures, we took some calligraphy and whatever, mixed it all up, and the Koringami here is the person who put it all together for us. We're back to a much more reasonable, was it 26, 27? Much more reasonable. Perfectly comfortable. The next month or so now is going to be the best month of the year. Temperature-wise, weather-wise. We're still not out of it. There might be more typhoons coming, we don't know. It's still too early to call it off. But the day-by-day temperatures now are dropping. It's much more comfortable. Having said that, Tokyo's probably going to get wiped out next week with a typhoon, but it's okay. Okay, we've done the top side of these sheets. Now we're going to flip her over and do the back side. Soup, soup, soup. Okay, now the back side. And we'll keep, because the paper now is so wet already. It's funny, it's wet on the front. It hasn't always got through to the back. Some places are wet on the back, some places still feel dry on the back. So less fluid in the brush now this time around. Same thing, same brush, same glue. I'm rubbing off more here. I'll wipe off a full 3 times. A bit more maybe. There's less liquid in the brush now for the back side. I haven't left myself much room here. So, wait, that looks wrong. Hang on a sec. Why is it wet down there? What have I done? What have I done? I flipped it over that way, show, as I'm supposed to do. This was the head last time. Now it's going to be the tail. Yeah, it is right. Okay, no problem. Just sorry about that. Check once, check twice, check 3 times. What are you talking about? Hang on. Cameron's gone down to his desk to start working. We're going to wash the shutter. That thing we were talking about, the shutter, we'll do that tonight because we have to, it's got to be open in a few minutes for the shop. So if we wash it now, it's no good. I can hear him, he's at his desk. Processing all the overnight orders. He's got a new version of the software this morning, or it's a 0.5 version. I know. I spent a lot of time yesterday morning and yesterday afternoon. It was our closing day. I updated our accounting software, not accounting software, our order processing software. Last year, we had a very, very popular gift print season. And we got a lot of people. They ordered, for example, like 5 copies of the print, and they gave us 5 people's different addresses to send it to. And the software that I wrote for order processing some years ago wasn't ready for this. It was the software I wrote assumed that one person would order to be shipped to one place. Of course, the ship to address might be different for the bill to. My software can handle that. But now it's getting a different situation where one person with one billing address is ordering the same product or maybe 5 different products to be sent to 5 different people. And that exploded my software. So we were doing it by hand and separate Excel files and stuff like that. So I upgraded the software yesterday. I'm halfway through it, it's not finished yet. I upgraded the software yesterday so that when an order like that comes in, we can just copy paste all the email addresses, all the street addresses in, and it handles it properly. So one order can have multiple shipped to it, which we didn't have before. So he's going to be happy because that was what he did last year when he came. He started with us in October, just at the time when the gift print season was taking off. And he was just trying to learn the ropes, and bang, all these things would come wildly in. You want DNA in your print, you've got it. Cow DNA, horse DNA, who knows what's in there. That's an interesting question. What kind of DNA could you find in here? Is somebody else carving the holiday print for this year? What holiday print? I haven't found it yet. I haven't done it yet. I haven't created it yet. And the staff is all yelling at me every day. The woman who handles the shipping and packing the Christmas gift print, she phoned again yesterday. Dave, have you got it yet? Can I get started? Like, she wants to get the packaging ready. We're supposed to go online with it. October 20th is the day we traditionally open up the gift print page. And I haven't even freaking got a design yet. All the other carvers are busy. So yeah, what happens? As soon as I get the design worked out, Mr. Octopus is going to have to take a break for a while. And I'll carve this and I'll print the first batch. But I got to get to it. It's the shop, you know. We open that front door and people come in and, Dave, good to see you. Can I chat for a while? It's not that all the interruptions actually take all that much time. The problem is there's just so many interruptions and things to do. So what I don't have anymore in my life are blocks of time where I can sit down and think about that plan for the gift print. I'll start thinking about it and then bang, somebody asks me something and I'm up and away for 10 minutes and it's gone. That's why yesterday's closing day was so nice. I got a chance to get that software done. The next priority is the gift print. Not to mention next year's subscription series. Ha, 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 ha. The other thing about that software, and as mentioned, each one has multiple ship tos. But it's not just that; it's the person buying these gift prints to send to somebody else. Also, they copy and paste. They type into their order, "Please send this note to Auntie Ellen," or "Please send this note to Uncle Jim," whatever. So all these notes are in there in their order. We have to separate them, make sure they get in the right shipment. This ship to address goes with this note, stuff like that. And sometimes the notes are in a language we can't read. It might be all French, or there was one guy last year. I think it was Uzbekistan or something. I had no idea. We couldn't read it. All we had to do was cross our fingers and hope that the copy paste worked. So now the software handles all of that stuff. Or will do when I finish it tomorrow. An octopus print gift, yeah. Octopus printing. I think that's probably not something I would do. Hitting a bit too hard still on the top corners there. What's a Christmas colander? Autocorrect. There. "104 viewers, that must mean there's a bunch of new people." Absolutely. So I think there needs to be some explanation. What are we doing here? Yeah, somebody's hit it. I've got the Mac a bit close to it. I think I just hit the screen a couple of times there. Probably too late. It's already gone hard. Yeah. Take it in for service. What happened? Dear Apple, please replace my screen. whatever, it's 3 years old now. This one's coming to the end anyway. So. Do I have active plans to alleviate? Well, whatever, as we grow, I mean, remember last year we were working on building a sizing machine. It didn't quite work out. We got a bit sidetracked because the paper quality changed so much last year. But yeah, the idea is eventually to grow this place and get enough staff on so that I don't actually do anything day by day by day. The perfect idea. I want to get back to my bench to make some prints myself. So what I want to be is I want to be the vision guy who will direct this place, and then one of the craftsmen. I don't want to be firefighting all day long, every day. But we just still don't have enough staff. We're at an intermediate stage of growth where, I mean, it's a one-man business plus helpers. It's not a good way to run things. Cameron coming last year helped a great deal, of course. Absolutely. Banged it again. I gotta move that, I guess. That's not so good. Okay, we've got 2 sheets left on this batch. We will then set this paper aside to, I don't know what word to use, to soak for a while. We'll set it aside for 15 or 20 minutes to soak, and I'll get busy with the next one, batch 2 here. We have two groups of paper to do today. I think this has come out well today. A little bit heavy on the touchdown zone still. I'm not getting any creasing at the back side. Okay, this is the paper for 80 copies of, what's the print name? A Young Man Shakes Heaven, Jed's print. This will now sit, as I said, 15, 20, 30 minutes. It'll sit and let the moisture smooth out. And while that's doing, we start another batch. This sheet looks good. Bit sticky. I can do a double batch today. One thing, there's no party at 10 o'clock, so I don't have to be down there for the party this morning early. And it's really good if I get to do 2 batches at a time. It saves me so much time, all this setup and getting ready. The question about 2 batches is, do I have enough clips to hang up the paper? And I do. I've counted through this morning. And the 2 batches together are enough. I've got enough clips to hang it up. All right. This next one, where did I put the paper? We talked about it back at the beginning of the stream, so for those of you who weren't here, let's show you again. This paper is going to become this print. If you want to party at 10 o'clock, you should sign up because the 3 girls are in today. It's Shiba-san, Audrey-san, and Dei-chan. They're the party hosts today. People come out of their parties just laughing. They get sick from laughing so much. We've had people run to the bathroom partway through the party because they can't handle it. This is the print. The paper you see on the bench here, there's going to be 1, 2. It's going to be 2 up on each sheet. It's from the Doi Hanga Company. Oh, that's the old one. Let's show you our... Here, this is a better one to show you. This is our sample. I showed it earlier in the stream. It's a print by Hasui from Showa 7. A party for the 18th of October. Right. It's a print designed in Showa 7, published by the Doi Hanga Company back in Showa 7. I don't remember what Showa 7 is. I was born in Showa 26, and that's 1951. So go back 19 years. 1932 this must be. And it's Snow Funabori no Yuki. Snow at Funabori. And this is our test version of it. And young Yamamoto-san is going to work on this for us. And there's going to be 2 on each piece of paper. And when will it be ready? I don't know. This is the sizing. He is just finishing at the moment. I spoke to him yesterday. He's just finishing up another batch of 60 copies of The Great Wave. So they'll be finished by Friday or Saturday. He then wants to get started on this, which is why I'm doing this today. Funny, the party reservation came in exactly that time. Let me check that. Yeah, 18th of October. Group of 2 from USA. We're booking the October-November thing now every day. Yesterday there was, I don't even know, 6, 7, 8 reservations came in. The day before, 6, 7 reservations. Every day now, reservations are pouring in for late September, all through October, early November. It's going to be booked out, booked out, booked out. That's not a threat. It's just a statement that we're going to be booked out. Okay, let's get going. How should I request a microwave? John, we know what you want, don't worry about it. In fact, that's my job today, this afternoon, is more testing. I spent another time on it, not yesterday, Monday afternoon, did a whole bunch more testing in it with the staff. And it's going well and it's going terrible. Both things are true. They come up so nice, so beautiful, but there are so many problems that people don't have experience. And it's so slow. There's no way we can fit it in a 1-hour party, so we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. Okay, I gotta stop talking and get working. What have we got here? I don't know how many sheets. He's gonna do 60. No, it's 15. So I think we have 30 sheets of paper here. He's going to do a round of 60 of that print. So. Here we go. We've got the shorter paper here, so it's a bit easier, but it's a bit more difficult. I've got to, normally I've got enough glue to run to the end here. Also, it's a bit more difficult. The paper you saw me do a few minutes ago had selvage all the way to the selvage. This is cut part way. Pop quiz. Do you remember the Japanese name for selvage? Oh, I hear Suga-san's voice. Did I take the paper? Yes, I did. A moment of terror every morning when I hear her voice. It sounds like a bad thing to say, but it's whatever. Oh, they're talking about the shutter. It's the first time she's seen it, of course. So. Suzuka-san, ohayo.
あ、おはようございます。
おはよう。おはよう。
看板すごいですね。
綺麗ですね。そうそう。でも残念、普通の客が見えないですね。
なんで？普通。
これから開ける。
あ、そう
もちろん。
そうだね。
夜しか見えない。
夜しか見えないね。確かに。
Yes, Mimi it is. Mimi as in ears. It makes sense. It's the ears around the edge of the paper. Cameron's laughing at me from downstairs. I can hear him. Huh? What do you want to? I think you're a bit mixing up two people here. The lady we had trouble with the microphone, that was Ishikawa-san. She yells right into the microphone. Her voice is a glass-breaking voice. Suga-san's okay. She's just Genki. Ishikawa-san's the dangerous one for headphone users. She won't be here today. She's coming in next Sunday. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come say hello.
The shutter looks really nice.
Huh?
The shutter.
Fun, isn't
really
it?
nice,
So,
yeah.
so. Unfortunately, of course, most of the customers will never see it. You know, so, say hello. This is Dei-chan, for those of you who don't remember. This is, not Dei-chan the printer, it's Ray, young Ray-chan, whatever, working downstairs. There's no party reservations today. So,
Okay.
so you guys are going to, what am I going to do to keep you busy today? We have to find something to do.
Okay. So should I open the shutter and
Yeah,
get ready?
sure, of course. The shutter really became heavy, actually, with all that. I didn't realize it, but putting a graphic on it, that sort of thick, heavy tape they use, it's huge. And the shutter now became actually, and maybe actually you can't open it by yourself, I suspect, because with me now, I need two hands. Grab camera,
Okay.
take it down.
おはようございます。
We were thinking of, she was joking about it the other day. She wants to become moderator for this chat, so you can get a Ray-Ban. Yeah, no joke. It really did change. It's much, much heavier. I thought maybe it was broken. I undid the key, tried to open it, well, like what's broken or something, and then I realized it's just really, really, really much heavier than before. As it gets halfway up, it gets easier, of course, because it's rolled in, but the first few lifts right from the bottom, it's heavy. The fact that it's whatever, who knows how old it is, I've got no idea, 40, 50 years old, doesn't help. You know. When we first got this shop back in February, I lubricated the thing at the side. It hadn't been touched in decades, I'm sure. So that helped a bit. But now the extra weight, all the balance is all off. The viewer count. Nice to see the viewer count back up. I have no idea what kind of a viewer count we have. I don't check that stuff so much, you know. I think the work is so variable, you know. 110 people are watching me put glue on a piece of paper. There's no accounting for people's taste, is there? I think part of the confusing thing is somebody might drop into the stream today, for example, and think this is what it is. Tomorrow I'll be doing something totally different. We're tracing on an iPad screen. Then the next day we're carving. There's so many different things going on that perhaps drop-in viewers don't really have a good sense of what's going on here. So if any of you are here today for the first time and are still here, this is just today. Tomorrow I'll be knife into wood, carving and banging a piece of wood. So I'm new to this and know nothing about it. I know somebody's posted the link about sizing, but behind the sizing, what are we doing? A bigger picture. We're actually making woodblock prints. I don't know how to describe this all in one quick sentence. We need a bunch of links that show more than just what sizing is. Where's that picture? The short, quick answer for the newbie. What can I say for the new people here? This is one step on the way to making this. We are making woodblock prints. They will be made on this paper over the coming week or so, couple of weeks. And putting glue on the paper is the first step in the process before we put color on the paper. One-20th of your life with internet people. What? I don't know if that... What you're saying is this is the Dave reality show? Is that the idea? I don't think so, but whatever. I remember today your paper came... Huh?
今日レイちゃん来るか
I have
な
no idea. ボトムありますが。
がないね。
でも昨日飛鳥先生いらしたよ。昨日。
あ、本当？
昨日2日前。昨日。
あ、昨日2日前じゃない？私がいた時でしょ？
そうそうそうそうそう。
あー、その時。
そう彼冷蔵庫の動くとかまだ飛行士が多いみたいよ。だから今日来るかわからない。
わかんないね、まだね。そっか。オッケー。明日、明後日あれかな。どうしようかな。
2人簡単な生活ですからなんでそんなに時間かかっただから私たちは家族全員が日本に引っ越すときにそんな時間かからなかったよ
そうだね。そうだ
秘
ね。
密の生活がいろいろあるかな。
いろいろね。あ、問題があるのかな。レイちゃんとチョウ君が揉めてたりして喧嘩してた。
I don't know まあ何回も言いましたよ。手伝うことがあれば言ってくださいよ。
ね、そうだね。
もう100回以上言いましたよ。
言ったね。そうだよ。難しいかな。
How is the Mokohanka nursery working out? Yes, no. Aimi-san right now, she's back in Hokkaido. She's off for a couple of weeks with her baby. She took it back to Hokkaido to her family. Her mother had never seen the baby yet. So right now, there's nothing going on. The room is quiet. But it wasn't working so well. You know, the baby cries and cries and cries. Aimi-san really wasn't able to have a good, steady working time. And what she had done over the past few times she was here, her grandmother lives in Tokyo, so she just simply came to work, the baby starts crying, she phones her grandmother comes over, takes care of the baby, Aimi-san gets to work, so there's no real point to it. Then one time the baby's crying, Sugu-san puts her work down, comes, and Sugu-san's holding the baby, and Ayumi-san's working, but Sugu-san can't work. I mean, the math doesn't work, you know. 今の質問、Ayumi-sanはこうどうですかとか。
ああ、そっか。ねえ。
So I don't know. All I can say is that I'm game for it. We'll let her try. We'll offer whatever support we can. But at the end of the day, there's not much I can do. So yeah, they had a big, major earthquake just after she got there, and we couldn't talk to her because all the electricity was out. They couldn't charge their phones or anything. But she's okay. She's unaffected.
でもよかったね、北海道無事なんとかね、地震が。
まあ市内は OK ですね。田舎の方が大変いつも。
そうね、本当だよね。多いから不便だし、困ったもんだ。
the Hokkaido earthquake had real ramifications, you know, because of the power shutdown. It damaged one of the thermal power plants that's up there. The nuclear plants are already sleeping because of the after effects of Fukushima. And basically the whole prefecture basically lost power, totally. So it's a huge farming area. So all the people who are farming and milking machines wouldn't run, everything wouldn't run. There's a lot of factories up there for car companies, parts factories. And like a transmission factory for Toyota can't run for a week, so that's it, bang, some factory in California shuts down. It was a big deal. The power is now back up, according to my newspaper, and things are up again. But they've thrown away megatons of milk and stuff. They had to milk it by hand and throw it away. There was lots of ramifications when you lose electric power for a vast area like that. Not to mention the 40 people or so who died. What a way to die too, you know, you're sleeping in your house at night and the mountain comes down, all of a sudden you're under mud. Hell of a way to die. Okay, let's keep on. Front side is done, let's flip it over to the back side. Rabid tiger in a burning building. Most of us don't get the chance to choose, do we? Well, there was an earthquake here 2 nights ago. It was exactly at midnight, like 1 second after midnight. I was sitting there doing that programming. The place starts to shake. Goo, goo, goo. The lights, I get hanging lights. They start to wiggle. That's your clue that an earthquake's going on. Really. Okay, now for the back side of this. This is about the time we normally shut the stream down. Whatever, I'll just leave it on until I've done the back side of this. Then we'll shut it down. I'll get to the rest of my work. Again, because this is the back side, we need less moisture in the brush than for the first side. Missed the entry there. better. Still hitting too much. Too much loose moisture. No particular smell at all, you know. I've been in the room here for a couple of hours, so I don't smell anything. But even coming into the room, there's no particular smell. The concentration is really, really low. I can tell that it's glue and it's not soup, but just barely. There's no unpleasantness at all. It doesn't stink, not in any way. It sort of smells a bit like, you know, like soup, just moist, flavorful something. We could even probably drink it. It's just gelatin, you know, there's nothing in there specifically. Looks like soup, feels like soup, smells like soup. Opening next week, the Moko Hong Kong Cafe and Restaurant, lunch specials. Too much. Come on, Dave, too much. Somebody was joking about that on one of these previous streams, right? They had read my idea about future Moko Hong Kong when we were in a bigger building, and we do have a cafe. And there could be a joke menu. And the soup would look like this. It would be served with a brush or whatever. A joke menu about all the parts of our job. It was transformed into food, you know, whatever. And the toast on their plate looks like a wood block or something, you know. And there's a cherry chip. Well, they're not potato chips, they're chips that look like carved bits from a cherry wood block or something. It's a total joke menu that we could make. You know. Instead of a knife and fork, you get a a carving knife and whatever. There's a hair in the size. Where did that come from? Waiter, there's a hair in my soup, literally. Where is it? Get my dead guppy scoop. Still there. Come on, out you come. Come on, come on, come on. There, got it. There's a hair in my size. You get the owl print on toast, ne? I gotta get moving because that paper I did previously, that's about ready now for hanging, and if I wait too long it'll stick together at the edges. So I've probably got myself in a bit of a jam here. Gotta get moving on this now. Still too much on the front. The story of fridge. But there's no bot command for fridge. You guys are letting me down. So my mother was here earlier but left. I even put my mother to sleep. What time is it for her? She's in Vancouver. Afternoon. She's probably going out to do shopping for dinner or something. Dave's tattoo? What? Dave has no such thing as a tattoo. I'm sorry to disappoint. Dave's tattoo. What are we talking about here? I get these two things endlessly, Dave's tattoo and Dave's bong, and I have neither. You're going to have my mother in fits. Or if my daughter was here, she'll die laughing. I see. If you want a denial, just go and link to one of the NHK programs I do where I go to all the onsens. There's lots of nude scenes. I think this stream has perhaps gone on for long enough. There's about, whatever, 7 or 8 sheets of paper left and we'll shut this down. I can't get back to work until I'm finished. This is how it is. Get a life, you guys. Guys, whatever. Way too much. Chop, chop, chop. Right, 4 sheets left here, and then we'll close this. Nay, 4 sheets left. I've got to get hanging the other one. We're a little bit late on that. It might have stuck together at the edges already. In winter, there's no way we could wait this long. Where will be at tomorrow? Today's Wednesday. There will be a stream tomorrow as far as I can see. It shouldn't be sizing. Tomorrow's stream, I think, will be back down on my carving bench, working on, I suppose, just working on the same color block that we started the other day on Monday. So it'll be, as far as I can see, tomorrow's stream will be color block carving in the octopus from a usual place, usual time. The octo work will be disturbed at some point in the next little while because I'll have to switch to carving the gift print, but I can't see that being ready for tomorrow just yet. So. Okay, here we go, last sheet. Last sheet. A long stream today, nearly 2 hours, good Lord. People have sat there for 2 hours watching me work. Done. Ton of cleanup to do. I've got to wash out the brush, wash all the glue off everything, including my computer. These sheets all now have to be hung up 2 by 2. This batch of sheets here is going to now wait for 15 or 20 minutes. I'll cover them up so it doesn't dry off. Oh, somebody stole my... This batch waits 15 or 20, but now right now I have to hang up the ones that I did before. That's going to happen in the other room. I can't really move the camera and stuff by myself, so we are going to sign off here. Thanks for watching, guys. Whoever stuck through it, I'll see you tomorrow. That handle of the brush, yeah, it does have a face, doesn't it? I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same station, probably downstairs, probably carving. We'll see what it is when we get there. Thanks again, guys. 99 viewers at the end. You guys are just nuts. You're nuts. Anyway, thanks so much. See you next time. Bye-bye. 99 viewers. Watch me put size on a piece of paper. Okay, signing out. Away we go. Bye-bye.